Okay. Up next, Jake from UCA.
It's Jake Whisenant. I'm reading a short piece entitled A Republican Explains Smoking. Barb puts the car in park and grabs her note cards from the passenger seat. She has spent the last 2 weeks preparing the speech, and the note cards were the key to her success. She knew the importance of being here and took her mission very serious. She looked at the clock, 9:58, right on time. Her son had told her to be there at 10 to speak. Before exiting the car, she checks her lipstick in the rearview mirror and gives herself one last pep talk. You can do this. You have to do this. These kids need you. She smiles at herself and gets out of the car, missing the pink residue in her front tooth. She flattens her favorite floral dress and walks with purpose to the front door of the middle school cafeteria. One last "you can do this" under her breath, and she walks in, where she is greeted immediately by the counselor. He asks if she is ready and promptly goes to the front podium to quiet the crowd of 11-year-olds. She can feel her stomach flipping with anxiety and prays to the good Lord that her IBS remains calm. Don't forget to introduce yourself, she thought, as she heard her name called and scattered applause throughout the seats. Without thinking, she takes her place at the podium and smiles. She looks out at the kids and reminds herself that they are just kids. Children. Easily influenced children that need her help. She looks down at her note cards that have been glued to her left palm and struggles to make out the words. Oh no, she forgot her glasses. At this moment, she can't seem to take in a breath and the world is fuzzy. Just do it, she says to herself. You know the speech. She lightly places the note cards on the podium and begins to speak, voice shaking. I've never smoked a cigarette and I never will. Good start, she thought, but you forgot to introduce yourself. That's okay, wing it. And I am Barbara Wright. I am 43 years old, and I've never even puffed on a cigarette. It is a very dangerous habit that is addictive and nasty. Plus, the odor makes people not want to be your friend. I've prepared several statistics to present to you today. I hope this will sway anyone who has ever had any thoughts of becoming a smoker. First and foremost, cigarettes lead to a life of sin. Most smokers also hide a drinking problem, a severe drinking problem. These two are a lethal combination and will be the root of your demise. Jesus even said, those who smoke will burn for eternity. This could be well due to the high rate of homosexuals that smoke. Did you know that smoking has been proven to lead to a life of homosexuality? It's true. Sad but true. If you do choose to smoke, prepare yourself for a life of poverty. Most smokers cannot hold down a job because of their constant need to smoke. They can't even make it through a normal shift without stopping 15, 16 times for a cigarette. It's true. On top of unemployment, they spend over $400 a week on cigarettes. Can you believe that? I know I don't have that type of money. Smokers also cannot have children. Again, that could be due to the gays, but even the lady smokers that become pregnant don't stop smoking. They can't. It's physically impossible. And this causes their babies to be born with 6 fingers. An audible gasp was heard. I know, it's true though. This is all in my research. Smoking leads to other drugs like marijuana and crack cocaine. It's what they call a gateway drug. If you start smoking, you'll probably die at a young age, most likely from a marijuana overdose, in a trailer park surrounded by bugs because you're too high to clean. She pauses, trying to think of more facts and tactics to scare them, but nothing. Well, I hope I've scared you all into believing that cigarettes are bad, and even at your age, someone will offer you one. Say no, kids. Just say no. Thank you. She turns to leave the podium and shake the counselor's hand. He looks pleased, slightly confused, but pleased. So how did I do? It was very colorful, Mrs. Wright. It's just that this assembly was for fire safety awareness, and your message was great, but maybe a little too adult for these kids. Well, I'm sure I helped someone. She smiles and he slightly nods before walking back to the podium to introduce the next parent. She shrugs her pad-covered shoulders and walks toward the exit. She can't help but believe that there was a kid in the audience that needed to hear her today. I mean, why else would God have let her forget her glasses in the car?